princess. Is that you? Say something. Just a word.
Liar!
Before you hang up, let me explain. No, let me apologize.
Stop ringing or I'll phone the police.
Oh, and have me arrested?
Yes. I hear they have electric chair in America.
Ah, it's good to hear your beautiful voice, princess.
Leo, some women get weak in knees. I get weak in stomach.
See, time hasn't dulled your tongue.
Sticking out at you right now.
You're the only one that could truly make me laugh.
Ever try mirror?
Not a word in 53 years, and I called you 3 times in the last minute.
It's been 56 years, Leo. But you was never good at dates.
Oh, what are you saying? I didn't come looking for you after the war?
Sure, with your army of leggy blondes as foot soldiers.
Oh, come on. I was a kid who didn't play the field a little.
Leo, you played the whole part.
Let me explain.
No, let me guess. Hoorde sie der stoller winnen wollt, net gemet de bed. Wollt ich net gummen zoeken kiet. It was the carpenter's fault. If he hadn't made the bed, you wouldn't have sinned.
Princess, you know what it was like in that concentration camp. Denied every pleasure in life, waiting at death's hands. And then suddenly you're released. What's an 18-year-old guy to do?
What he promised.
I'm sorry.
I'm not. You did me a favor. I met a good man.
That's great. I'm real happy for you, Princess.
Stop calling me that! You left your princess in the tower and you never came back.
Guess who?
I don't have time for your stories.
I know. It's not like you're standing there with your arms folded, staring at that telephone, demanding that ring with that little frown of yours. You forget how well we know each other, Princess.
You're wrong, Leo. I went back to bed, waiting for you. I gave up long ago.
I don't know why I didn't come for you after the war.
You don't know? That's it? You wait 56 years to come up with a reason and I don't know is what you got? Do us both a favor. Take some time, compose your thoughts, and call back in 56 years when you've got something for saying.
Don't hang up. Please. I'm getting RSI from hitting redial here. Can I ask, how long did you wait?
I get up every morning, get all dressed up, and I go and I sit in this park bench in the park in Warsaw, like we agreed. Until dark I would stay.
How many days did you sit?
As many days it makes 3.5 months.
Oh, I feel awful.
Oh, mazel tov. While you was getting fresh, I was getting piles.
I came back for you. It was 2 months after we were supposed to meet. I poked out of my hiding spot, and there you were, sitting on that bench. I wanted to come to you, but you had this look on your face, like the only reason you were waiting for me was so that you could tear me apart and eat me alive. I couldn't will my legs to walk a single step. Can I ask you something I've had I come over? Would you have taken me back?
Only to tear you apart and eat you alive.
You're still angry at me.
No. Anger, I say for Hitler. For you, Schmendrick, I want nothing more than a slow death of painful hands.
About a year later, I came back looking. You were gone.
And you expected me on this bench? What am I, a pigeon?
They said you took a boat to Australia. Why Australia? Because that was the farthest you can go from me?
I tried getting a rocket ship to Mars, but there was no seats.
Well, for years, I had this dream. I'd see you standing on the deck of that boat, taking one last look out for me as it set sail. Is that how it played out?
No, Leo. I went to my cabin, and I was putting my luggage on the rack, and this man helps me with my case. 8 months later, that man, Max, becomes my husband.
I, too, married fast. To Sophie.
And you told this wife of yours that you found my cousin on the computer?
Of course.
And that Nudnik gave you my number?
Absolutely.
And I told my cousin that I would rather cut my tongue out with a blunt knife before I spoke with you.
Sophie thinks it's just two old friends catching up. She doesn't know how much you miss me.
Leo, there's a really nice place you have to visit. It's called reality.
Princess, you know you can fool the world with that tough woman, stiff-jawed, flared-nostril routine. Not me. You know your giveaway? That little nervous twitch in your left pinky finger. Like that first night at the fence when I poked my pinky between the wires and wrapped mine around yours. God, I could have jumped through that fence and... Princess, you know why I married Sophie? Because she's the opposite of you.
And you know why I married someone brave and faithful? Because he was opposite of you.
Yeah, right. I was so infantile. But when you're young, you're a half-wit.
And now that you are old, you are full-wit. Goodbye, Leo.
Hey, aren't you interested in how my life turned out?
Oh, sure. Write a book. I can use it to keep the fires burning in winter.
Sing to me.
What?
Like we used to every night when we'd sneak down to the fence. Oom-a-la, toom-a-la, toom-a-la-la-ka. You in the women's camp, me in the men's. Risking our lives to whisper between the wires. Oom-a-la, toom-a-la, toom-a-la-la-ka. Dancing in a death camp. What a thing. Imagine we're in each other's arms.
I don't live in the past, Leo. Even if the past lives in me.
Visit me. I'll buy you a first-class ticket.
You have some chutzpah. I've waited months on this bench, and now you want I should schlep the world for you?
I talked to my doctor, Princess. He says the flight could kill me.
Then let me buy you a first-class ticket.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me you haven't thought about your skin on mine, Princess.
Sure, my fist on your nose, Elder Caca.
If you hate me so much, why do you still look at my photo?
What photo?
The one I had hidden in camp. The one I gave you. My portrait before the war. That innocent kid of 17. Smiling. Big, full red cheeks. No idea what life was about to deal him.
I don't remember any photo.
Princess, you never were a good liar.
And you were always the best funfarer.
Oh, quit playing with me. You're not angry with lovable Leo.
No. With your parents for giving your life.
What happened when they took you from the camp? Years later, I hear...
Why can't you be like every other Jew and forget what happened?
Because I can still see the first time I laid eyes on you. Up in that window in the women's dormitory. All bald, full of bones. I've never seen anything so beautiful. I still hear those words as men ran into my dormitory months later. Leo, they moved all the women. I raced to our fence, refusing to because we knew what moved meant. So I stood there, night after night, my finger wrapped around the wire. Friends plead with me that stop eating, wasting away. Live, Leo, survive. It's what Rosa would have wanted. Months later, many months later, I look up in the same window where I first saw your eye and see a new face. And I met Sophie. And we whispered between the wires. Not long after that, we were liberated. We married. Not for love, for children. Children that would hold their traditions. Children that would tell their children what the Germans did to us. And all this time, in the back of my mind, is you. What if she survived? So I go to the park, and there you are, sitting on that bench. And I stand there, very mad, with a pregnant wife. Knowing I ruined both their lives.
I saw you.
I just want to hold you, Princess, even just once. What did you say?
I saw you.
I must have stood there for 2 hours.
I was waiting on the bench, and there you was, peeking through the bushes. I was waiting. It was you who never came over.
Did you have a good marriage?
My Max, he was a good man.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that was 10 years ago. And your marriage?
I've been divorced for 13 years. Ever since I stood at offense with no pinky to hold on to, I felt an ache in my heart.
That night we were taken from the camps, herded like animals. Those of us who survived, we lay in another camp, listening to screaming. Terrible screaming. Waiting to be pulled from our beds by what little hair was left on our heads. What those soldiers did to me. This is why I can never have children. But I can turn off the memories. My husband, Max, he was in Auschwitz. It was his job to pull the gold teeth from the bodies that was gassed. The faces of the dead came to him in nightmares. And the times he managed to sleep, I would leave my husband, sneak away to a hiding spot where I kept a photo. The portrait from before the war that you gave to me. When Max took his own life, I was so filled with guilt. I want to tear up this photo. And as I hold it in my hands, there's a message on this bag. 4 words. Sein Frele given him. Be happy. Find him. He knew. For 47 years, Max knew. He gave his whole life and heart to me when he knew mine was somewhere else.
Rosa, I have to tell you something. I'm having a procedure. It's no cure. Maybe it buys me a couple months. When I found out, I just wanted to hold you. I'm never going to feel you in my arms.
Do you see my little finger? Hold it like you used to. How does this make you feel?
Like something I never should have let go of.
Dance with me. Tumbala, tumbala, tumbalaika, tumbala, tumbala, tumbalaika.
Tumbalalaika, swambalalaika, tumbalalaika, may we be happy.
You are in my arms now, Leo.
And you're in mine, princess. Tumbala, tumbala, tumbalalaka, tumbala, tumbala, tumbalalaka, tumbala. Strombalika, Tumbalika, may we be happy.
Okay. Sorry? Clear everything out?